I will empower you today with a superpower or a super gesture that this is going to increase your performance from your team. It's going to increase job satisfaction, meaning that it's going to be a great place to work. No one will be looking for jobs, and it's going to deliver you result after result after result every single time that you use it. And those two words are thank you. We should be using those two words a lot more often. It's really simple. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not only are they disarming and pleasant to the ear, but they will avoid many, many, many problems, especially the ones I've seen just from saying those two words, thank you. You know, like apologizing, saying thank you is a super gesture that is going to increase your relationships, no matter if it's above, below, sideways, whichever way. I don't know if you've ever had this, and this is my experience from that. When I used to run a team, I used to have John used to submit a report into me. There'll be some problems, and I used to just email about, hey, John, can you look at X, Y, and Z paragraph and fix those abnormalities? And then he used to send it back. Look, and he said, just do that. Just do the basics. Now, I got savvy and I thought to myself, how can I increase his job performance and job satisfaction? So what I did, I said, hey, thanks, John. I really appreciate the report. Could you just have a look at paragraph 1, 2, and 3? There are a couple of mistakes in there, and then submit. Really appreciate it. Do you know what happened? He like 10x that. It was such a transformation. He not only did that, but he looked at all the formatting, the fonts, and he went back through with a fine tooth comb. And subsequently, every single report that I got, it got better and better and better because I just said those words, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. And it was such a transformational experience that why aren't we using this more often? So let's have a look at when we need to use this. So we can use it for a job well done. Thanks a lot for your job, for completing that task. Thank you. We can use it just to give employee feedback. On the spot is really good. We'll look at, how we do that in a minute. My top tip, and this will avoid a lot of mistakes and conflict in the workplace, is when you've got nothing nice to say, you can use it. You can throw that in. You're probably thinking, what? When you've got nothing nice to say, your mum and your dad or your parents or your friends probably said, look, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. That doesn't work now as a manager. As a manager, you need to be present all the time. So if someone gives you some feedback that they're not happy with, the timelines, deadlines, and it's causing you a bit of conflict, all you need to say is, thank you. I'll take that into consideration and get back to you. What you're doing is you're buying yourself some time, but also it's not come across as threatening for that other person. You're not going to get them offside. And, they're going to feel like, oh, great, I could give Clint a bit of feedback. Feedback is food for growth. But then what you need to do after is actually get back to them. So if you've got nothing nice to say, put it in there. Okay. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And you'll just transform that into personal relationship. What is the research saying when it's when we're looking at gratitude in the workplace, saying thank you? Number one, increases performance. I've got the results here. Increases performance by 37% in a positive way. It increases job satisfaction, which means people are not going out looking for jobs. In employment engagement surveys, they're not disengaged, meaning that there's more meaningful work for them to complete, and it's contagious. And we can build a culture around that as well, a positive culture that everyone feels like they're contributing. It's got meaning and impact in the workplace. When you're delivering it, you have to make sure that you have eye contact. Really, really important. Think about your body language. You don't want to be crossed over here. Oh, thanks so much, because that's incongruent. So nice open posture, shoulders back, looking at them in the eyes, open palms. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. We need then to look at your voice tone, pitch, rhythm, and volume. My son's really classic at this one. When I ask him to apologize, sorry, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it doesn't come across as quite sincere. You don't mean it. So think around your voice tone, how your pitch, your rhythm, how you're going to use it. Thank you. Thanks so much. Look them in the eye, maybe even give them a pat on the back, or a virtual high five, because we're not allowed to do that at the moment. You could do it virtually. You can do it email. You can, just send a quick thank you email. Thank you. Really appreciate that. So if you can just incorporate those two words into your daily habits and routines, you are going to get a massive increase in, 30% increase in performance, job satisfaction. You're going to build a really positive culture, and people will want to work for you because you show the time to slow down, to really show appreciation and gratitude towards others. And that's what your job is now. As a manager and a leader, your job is to empower your team to get the results. And if you can create that culture, you're off to a winner.